Hooray, I'm live. There we go. Now we're starting to see people coming in. Hello, how's everybody doing today? Like found the cat brush on the ground is rubbing up against it here. Gotta make him come up here and visit us before he gets the brush. How we doing today? Another lovely Sunday here. Hello, Wisconsin. Hello from Texas. There wasn't really much to escape the storm because the storm is a couple hundred miles south of us. We might get a little rain today from it, but that's probably going to be all. It's raining in southwest Minnesota. It does that a lot there. Hi, Sally. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's first day of my new weekend here. This is my short weekend, so just doing what I got to do here. Bite's lurking around here. Nibble hasn't made her appearance yet, but there's Bite. Bite just jumped up on the couch, so waiting for his kitty treats, no doubt. Has nothing to do with me. It's about the brush because the brush is right there. That's like his favorite thing in the world. I see Nibble kind of lurking around in the halls down there too. Yeah, there she is, right there, getting ready to make her appearance. Did I get the window fixed? No, they contacted me and said it was going to take them a couple weeks to get the window made, so I'm going to have to stick with it. Yeah, you can see, there's the cardboard right there on the window. So, yeah, not yet, but a couple weeks from now, hopefully. How's the weather? It's a little overcast today, but it's warm out. It's hot and humid, probably in the 80s, both temperature and humidity. Big surprise, it's hot in Southern California at the end of July. Yeah, you're starting to get into the hot season now. Not pool time yet, but I'm going to go do some work today and then, we'll cool off afterwards. I'll tell you what I really love doing is like getting out of the pool at like 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. It's just so peaceful and quiet out there. What are you looking at, Bite? Huh? You're not looking at your fans. They're right there. You got to look there. See, that's the camera right there. That thing right there. Did I pick the paint color yet? No, I have gotten a couple suggestions via email. I've had a whole lot of people who have posted comments in the comments section about the colors I should choose, but what I'm asking for specifically is paint chips, and you got to email those to me. So go out, find your, find the paint chips that you like. This is Sunday. The video went up last night, so we'll probably wait until next weekend before we look at the ones that there are there and decide which ones I like. But see, what I'll do is once I've got copies of, pictures of paint chips that have like the number and the name and the brand of the paint, then I'll go pick up actual paint chips of those colors, and I'll bring them in and we'll look at them in the bathroom and compare that, because it's a little hard to judge a photograph of a paint chip, because it isn't necessarily, depending on how things are lit, it just doesn't necessarily work. What you really have to do is you have to get the paint chip and look at it in the room. And so, like I said, probably next week I'll go and pick up the paint chips that people have, based on the suggestions people have made, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I like going into the pool at night, but I also will go into go in during the day. And the beauty is, in the late afternoon, the trees cast a bunch of shade on the pool, so you're basically swimming in the pool in the shade during the day. The only time you really can't be in the pool if you're trying to avoid the sun is like mid morning to about noon. At afternoon, you start getting into the to the point where the shadow is being cast on the pool, and that's kind of a nice time to be out there. Does it turn out that the desk shelf looks crooked because of the floor? I don't think that's the problem. I think that's an artifact of the lens I have on the camera here. Because you look at it, you look at this surface here. It actually looks like it's kind of tipping this way as you get higher. I think that's just an artifact of the lens. It doesn't really look that way in real life. I'm looking at it right now, and yeah. Well, hello. You want the kitty treats, don't you? That's what this is all about. And Nibble would get some kitty treats too. She'd come out. She was out there for a minute. And he drops it. Why do you have to lunge at it, huh? That's not necessary. And then you end up dropping it anyway. You're such a klutz. You're a klutz, aren't you? Klutz. Yes, you are. Oh, there he goes. Guess he doesn't like being called a klutz. I haven't really picked any colors yet, because I want to go over and pick up the paint chips first. So, like I said, I've got two official submissions right now that actually included paint chips that were emailed to me. But we're 12 hours, 14 hours into since the video was posted. So, since the video went up at 8 o'clock at night my time, I'm guessing probably a lot of people didn't run out to Home Depot or Lowe's or someplace that sells paint and look at paint chips. But I'm hoping that will pick up in the next 24 to 48 hours. We'll get some more. I've always liked blue also. I would definitely consider blue. I don't know how well that would work in that bathroom. But I plan to change that large cabinet in the bathroom. Not at this point, but yeah, I mean, it is a little on the big side. Yeah, I can hear Nibble meowing in the back there. Probably can't hear, yeah, but Nibble is missing out. Hi, Jackie Booth. How's my mom? My mom is doing good. Actually, I talked to her for a little over an hour last night. She's been having some problems. She wrote what she called a eulogy for my dad, but my mom is not really good on the technology, and she wasn't sure if she'd even saved it. And we were having problems finding it. She thought she had composed it in her email program, which is, I think, probably the only thing that she has that she could actually type a letter in. But then she got it into her email and couldn't find it. And she tried sending it to me, and she just kept sending me blank emails. What ultimately ended up happening, since she has a Gmail account, she just gave me her password, and I just logged in from my house, and I was able to find it. So I got that. I'm going to wordsmith it a little bit for her, send it back to her. But she was really paranoid that she'd lost it because she spent a whole bunch of time writing it. And then we just kind of talked about a bunch of other things. She's still going stir crazy in her apartment. She was so excited about moving into that place, but she's been locked in her room now for the last 4.5 months, and she's just getting over that. She really likes the place, but since everything kind of went crazy, right after she moved in, she doesn't know doesn't know exactly what she wants to do. I think she want. My mom has always been a real sociable person, so she gets a little stir crazy. I think doing that. Not getting out and interacting with people a lot. Is that Jordan on the TV? Yeah, I decided to run his vlog in the background, so that's just going to endlessly be running back there. I turn off Norton here, and Norton keeps kicking in because it doesn't think I'm doing anything. Yeah, yeah. Her apartment is still locked down. Well, look who's back. Just popped up onto the arm there. Start painting your bathroom light green, look like a gas station bathroom. So you switch to Stonecliffe. I don't know what Stonecliffe is, but send me a paint chip. You don't have to have a Home Depot or a Lowe's near you. Just find someplace that sells either Behr brand paint, um, Glidden brand paint, or Sherwin-Williams. Those are like the three big ones, I think. And they've got, if you can find a paint chip of something you like, just send me a photograph of it so I can clearly read the text and the number, and I'll go pick up the paint chip and I'll look at it in the bathroom. In fact, probably what I'll do is I'll just kind of tape the paint chips to the wall and look at them and see what I think. I kind of said that because a few minutes ago I saw somebody say that they were in the UK and they don't have Home Depot in the UK. Do you have Dulux paint? I don't know. I've heard of them, but I don't know where I would go to. I'd have to look it up to see if I can figure out where I can get Dulux paint. I've heard of that brand, but I don't know where to go in the U.S. Actually, hang on a second. Let me go get my cell phone here, and we'll look it up right now. What did I do with my cell phone? That's going to be the first question. Here it is. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Dulux paint. Where to buy Dulux? Yeah, I don't see any place locally that does that. So, yeah, sorry, I don't know. Yeah, Vaspar. I've seen Vaspar too. That you're right. I think that is at Lowe's. And if it's something I can find at either Lowe's or Home Depot or like I said, we got Sherwin-Williams paint stores here, and so even and I think Sherwin-Williams they still have that at Lowe's. So if it's anything that I have a reasonable chance of being able to find, I'll consider any brand of paint, provided I can get it and find the paint chip. Ma'am, ma'am. He just wants to be up and get some attention. What's the condition of the bathroom walls? I'm not a fan of the color. That's the only real condition. The walls are fine. They just got to be painted. I think one of the things I don't really like about what they did in this house is they used flat paint all the time, all over. I kind of like it when my walls have glow a little bit, have a little reflective. I like some gloss in my paint. And so I'll do semi-gloss and maybe even high gloss in the bathroom. Yeah, and if I could find a place locally that has Dulux, but I just looked online, I don't see that brand anywhere local here. Is it hot here? Yes. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's probably going to be into the low 90s today. We're supposed to be a little cooler off because we got this hurricane that's kind of blowing through Texas a couple hundred miles south of here. Yeah, I mean, Kathy, if you can find someplace I can find any brand of paint, I'll consider any brand of paint as long as I can find it. I'm not gonna, but I don't want to drive like 100 or 200 miles to get it. It's got to be something here in the Waco area. But if you can find something in Waco, I'll drive 10 or 15 minutes to get some paint if it's the right one. Hi, Angela, how you doing? Yeah, the Texas hurricane, I mean, I wouldn't even call it a Texas hurricane because it's just going through the little tip at the bottom and then it's going to go into Mexico. So it's not going to affect us. And it's a real small hurricane anyway. I think it's just a category one. So it's a long ways away. We might get some rain from the outer bands. Let me see. Let's pull up the radar here and I'll show you what we're looking at here. Yeah. So that little blue dot right there, I don't know if you can even see if it's blue. It looks white on my screen, but that little dot, that's where we are. And this is all the excitement down here. So We're a ways away from it, or it's a ways away from us, depending on your perspective. Am I leaning towards earth tones or pastels? Probably more earth tones, just because that's kind of what's in there. The stone or the tile on the bathtub, the counter, and the floor are all kind of earth tones. So, pastels, I don't know, that might clash a little bit. Colors all have a purpose, their purpose, meaning, and how they make you feel when you look at them. Yeah, I agree, and that's sort of why I'm going to keep my thumb on the scale a little bit and pick some of the ones that say, yeah, I like these, because you're right, it does have to be something that I like. It's going to be my house, but like I said, I'm going to pick a couple colors, maybe as much as five, and then we'll put it to a vote to you guys, and that will be what we do. People in Dallas said they got rain. It must not be related to the hurricane because that's further away from the hurricane than I am. Um, but yeah, we haven't. I don't know. I think we might have gotten like some little droplets when I was yesterday at work because it looked like my car had some water spots on it when I got back to it after work yesterday. Stupid Norton keeps wanting to kick in here while I'm doing a live stream. I don't want Norton chewing up clock cycles when I'm trying to do a live stream. Hi Paul, how's Florida today? Hot and humid, I bet, right? How's my mom? I talked to her for about an hour last night. She's doing all right. Getting a little stir crazy in there, but we kind of talked about everything, and I think she's getting really serious about moving to Sacramento area to be close to my sister. And I think that would be a good move. My sister and I have been trying to get her to do that ever since my father passed, and even before. And my mom just didn't want to do that. But being locked in her apartment for the last 4 months, she's I think more open to that now. I think that would be a really good thing. No, the media is totally overreacting to this virus thing. Just like you expect, we're starting to open up again, and we're doing more testing, and so they're finding more cases. When you're looking for something, you're going to find it. Unless it's your keys or something like that. But what the media isn't telling you is that the death rate is flattening out. It's just the media just got to keep us amped up and keep us afraid. That's the thing that's going on right now is America is just testing like you can't believe, like no other. And when you're doing a lot of testing, that's what you find. Is that a parade shirt? No, you're right. It does say Neff on the side. It used to be just a white T-shirt with a Mickey logo on it that my parents got for me a number of years ago, and I'm not really one for wearing white T-shirts that much, so it never got anywhere. And then I was looking for something to tie dye one day because I was doing a bunch of tie dyeing, and I said, let's tie dye that one. And now this one gets put into circulation quite a bit. Yeah. The best advice, the best thing we can do to get rid of the virus right now is literally just turn off the TV. Is they're just out to scare everyone, and it's out of control. Yeah, I know it's compulsory to wear them here in Texas too. Yeah, I hate doing it, but yeah, you're right. You're right, Angela. It is about control. It's about the government seeing how much they can get us to do, and how much of our freedoms they can take away. I mean, we're talking about a virus where if you do happen to get it, you have a what 99.8% chance of surviving it. It makes you wonder, what would happen if we had a real pandemic? Something that's killing, 5 or 10% of the population. Unfortunately, Susan, I think you're right. Thanks. I'm glad you liked the shirt. Yeah, it turned out good. It's one of my favorites. I like to do it. I like how it turned out. It's got good colors. I usually like to do a combination of colors. So it's got the bright yellow and the orange and the pink, and there's some green around here. Yeah, looks nice. Yeah, you're right, Angela. That's really what it is. It's how much the government can convince us to give up our freedoms. Yeah, I think the number is about 4 million in the United States, but consider there's what 330 million of us. So you come down with it, that's like one. That's a little bit more than 1%. Thank you, Dolores. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. How's my thumb? It's getting there. I still don't have the stitches out. I'm going to probably try and do that after the live stream today, but it's coming along. It isn't, it's still red and puffy and a little stiff, but yeah, you're not that late, LKH. We'll be good. We'll be here for a while. Glad you like the shirt. Yeah, I don't know. I hope there aren't forced vaccinations because that's that's not. Once again, it's an overreaction. What's the temperature of the pool water? I don't actually have a thermometer in there, but I would guess it's in the mid 80s because I don't because water kind of heats up to the environment, and the truth is it doesn't get much below the 80s at night, and it gets a lot more than that during the day. So yeah, I'd say probably mid 80s. It's nice and warm. I don't even have a heater in the pool. Yeah, you're right, Nicholas. There are some people that are more susceptible to it, and those people need to take precautions. But the idea of shutting down schools, kids just aren't getting this virus, just not in any significant numbers. That's what makes this virus different from most others, or at least most other pandemics. Is kids tend to be really overwhelmingly hit by these kinds by pandemics like this. They tend to be more susceptible. The kids are the least susceptible of this one. It's the older people, and they should be taking precautions. But this whole idea of locking us down and shutting down businesses, it's an overreaction. I've said that since the beginning. Yeah, I haven't gotten a pool cover yet, but I probably will when it comes to when it starts getting close to winter. Because when I'm not using the pool that much, I'm gonna probably want to, put the cover on it just to, keep the leaves and gunk out of it. Yeah, 80 degrees. What is 80 degrees Celsius? It's in Celsius. I think it's, I don't know, upper 20s, something like that. Let me check here. Let's just see. I'm gonna say 85 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, 85 degrees is 29.444 Celsius. So yeah, we're looking. The numbers I'm giving you are between 30 and 35 degrees Celsius, just to do the math. It is the immune system for older folks, but it's also people that have other issues going on already. Most of the people that are really susceptible to this is are people that are advanced age and already have like compromised immune systems and stuff like that. Hi Jan, how are you? Ah, much better. Yeah, 40 degrees in Australia. Yeah, that's up there. It's probably pushing about 100, maybe a little bit more here. Where is Nibble? I heard Nibble kind of meowing back there. She was out a little bit ago, but I don't know. Let's see if we can coax her out with some kitty treat noise here. Got his attention, didn't we? I don't see Nibble. Nibble, I got kitty treats. No, don't hear her coming. Oh well, it'll just have to be the Bite and Breck show. Yeah, it's coming. The house is coming along good. I got a lot to do yet. Well, I'm not gonna say that I'm giving positive facts. I'm giving positive opinions. I'm not a doctor, but this is just me kind of looking at things as I see them and applying my own kind of knowledge to it. And like I said, the experts have been wrong all along. So yeah, I heard about the founder of Fleetwood Mac passing away. That's sad. Yeah, you're right, John. We are doing more damage to ourselves by keeping school and the economy shut down. That's true. The whole idea that you can go to Costco, you can go to the grocery store, but you can't go to the barber. It sounds like a just a conspiracy to drive small businesses out of business, and that's just not a good. Not a good thing. Well, of course, 150,000 deaths are real, but you know what? It's real whenever somebody dies, but that doesn't mean that the whole world shuts down because of it. Has the hurricane hit me yet? No, I. The hurricane is moving kind of parallel to me, so it's not gonna. We may get a little rain today, but I think that's going to be it. Bite? Are you feeling like I teased you by shaking the kitty jar? That's the basic word on the street right now. Yeah. What was the last horror film I watched? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Might have been the remake of Dawn of the Dead. I actually kind of like that one. That one's a scary movie. I like the zombie movies. Those are great. Well, yeah, I've been to a school and I know what it's like. But like I said, children are not the ones that are susceptible to this thing. Oh, it's obvious why our cases keep going up. We're testing more. What the media doesn't tell you is that the death rate is flattening out. Oh, I just saw Nibble pass by there. Maybe the reason she didn't come down the hall when I shook the cat jar is because she was already down the hall here. Let's see if we can coax her into the shot here a little bit because I see her kind of there. I see her shadow right now. That's Nibble's shadow. Come on, Nibble. I got kitty treats. Kitty treat. There she comes. There's the Nibble. Another one. Got to get him to her, or else Bite will take him from her. Yeah, I heard about Regis Philbin. That happens though. Oops, that one got deflected. That was supposed to go to you. Let's see what's going on here. What have I missed? Night of the Living Dead started a 50-year trend. That's true. It's been a great trend too. I love all those zombie movies. Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead. Even getting into things like Walking Dead. Your favorite scary movie was from the 50s, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Yeah, actually, Jordan's a huge fan of that too. In fact, he had Kevin McCarthy, the guy who was in the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, do a voiceover for one of his albums, and he got me I just saw it a minute ago, so I'm going to go get it for you. But he got me a signed autograph from Kevin McCarthy, a promotional photo from that. Hold on a second, I'll get that. Yeah, here it is. Yes, I just saw that. But yeah, that's a autographed, personalized poster from Kevin McCarthy. Tip it down there so we don't get all the glare. And basically, it says to Breck, "You're next," from the movie. And then he quoted a line that he said in the album for Jordan, and the line was, "And blonde museums were there." So that's really cool. I'm really proud of that. In fact, I'm looking at it here right now. It says it's number 56 at 98. So I don't know. Maybe that's a really rare photo too. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that would. Seems like that would be a pretty common, um, publicity photo for that movie. But yeah, that's going to go on the wall somewhere. Look this around here, get myself in a more comfortable position here. Since the cats have chosen to leave the shot here, Mike's over on the floor over there just chilling. And I don't know if Nibble went back to her room or what. Yeah, I do like watching that movie too. Kevin McCarthy was in Rocky Horror. That's news to me. I've seen Rocky Horror 100 times. You want me to do a video on tie-dye techniques? Actually, you can go back and watch some of Jordan's vlogs because Jordan, vlogged several of the cases where we made tie-dye shirts, and we showed the whole process. Several good zombie movies and series on Netflix. I'll have to check that out. I haven't been watching Netflix a whole bunch lately. Yeah, the cats have definitely settled in. They really like this place. They spend most of the time, during the day in their room, just kind of sleeping. But what I've done is put like cat beds all over the place in there. There were a couple of like wood, rolling shelves and stuff like that I had in there. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to store them in there, and I'm going to put cat beds on top of them. And all the time I'm seeing them in there. They even like the window shelf, which was kind of surprising to me because they used to have a shelf at the window in the house in California, and they weren't into that at all. They were never on that shelf. I never saw them on that shelf. But maybe the problem was there's just nothing to look at. You like the posters above the dining area? Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a weird situation. And in fact, you can see it right now. This corner here is a little lower than this corner, and this corner here is a little lower than this corner. But that's what I've had to do in order to deal with the fact that that entry is not plumb. In fact, I haven't looked at it to see if this angle right here is a right angle, and if this angle here is a right angle. I got to check that out. But it seems to me that you know since the distance between the this part here and the floor is the same distance as from here to the floor, it seems like maybe it's just like a parallelogram or something like that, where it's just all the sides are parallel, but they aren't plumb and they aren't vertical and they aren't horizontal. It's weird. Yeah, yeah, I was really happy to get that workbench out because that's going to be the core of so many things that happen in the future. It's cool having an autograph poster. You have a Ghostbusters poster signed by from Dan Aykroyd and one signed by Debbie Reynolds. That's cool. I'd love to have a Dan Aykroyd autograph. I mean, what I'd love to do is get a Bill Murray one because Bill Murray I think is probably one of my favorite comedians. I've never seen him in something I didn't like him in. Every movie I've ever seen him in, he's great. Right? What do you think of Bill Murray? Do you like Bill Murray? See, now he's up over here. Ah, all right, it's belly rub time. Nobody asked for it, but here's the belly rub. Oh yeah, that's just the lasers I'm putting behind me. I did that last week too. That's just this thing here. I'm just pointing it at the wall. I just think it makes it kind of look interesting in the background. Oops. Oh, okay. And in the process of moving it, I pulled the plug on it. So, oops. The family photo wall turned out beautifully. Yeah, I agree. It looks nice. It's that's what that is right there. Kind of partly hidden behind the desk, but this place is coming together. Well, and Bill Murray doesn't even have to be funny to be a great actor. I thought he was great in Ed Wood as what Bunny Breckenridge, I think is who he played on that. Yeah, I like him in Scrooge too. Ghostbusters and what was it? Groundhog Day. He was great in that. He had a little bit part in the musical version of Little Shop of Horrors. He was great in that. I've only cooked a couple times on the glass stove. You know what? I mean, it works. I'm not really a fan of anything but gas, but you know what? I'm just gonna have to live with that for a while. Oh yeah, what about Bob? That was another one. I'm just going to Blockbuster for movies and candy. Yeah. Well, huh. Yeah, I really am happy in the new house. There's not a whole bunch of things that I'm looking at and saying, oh man, this is horrible. I wish they hadn't done that. And the things that are, the paint job, for instance, you know what, I can deal with that. Send Bill Murray a link to Escaping the Mouse. Yeah, well, that'd be cool to have him as a fan. I hear he doesn't do a whole bunch of autographs, and that's kind of too bad. Because I was talking to Jordan about that once, and talking about the people I'd like to meet and get autographs from, and Bill Murray was really high on the list, and he said, yeah, he doesn't do a lot of that. Yeah, we'll do bite nibbles cooking shows in the future. It's just, I'm not really doing right now. I'm focusing on getting this place unpacked, and I got a long ways to go. You know, it almost looks like we're all set out here in the living room, but I've got the guest bedroom right now is packed with stuff, and I still got a lot of work to do in the garage. Yeah, yeah, that's why I needed three pods. You're right. Yeah, Mickey Rooney, that'd be a good autograph to have. Yeah, the cats really seem to have adapted to this place. They're very comfortable. They're out and about, and I think it took them less time to adapt this time than it did when I moved into the apartment. I think they were just totally freaked out because they'd never moved before. They'd lived in that house in California all their life, and so I think maybe it's a little bit more normal now for them. What color am I going to paint the guest bedroom? I don't know yet. I don't know. That's a ways off. Is Flash coming? Yeah, Flash will be here at some point. It's just a matter of me getting to the point where I can do that. Originally, Beth was thinking about coming out, but Beth's dog hasn't been doing very well, and we're kind of concerned about her, and so until that gets resolved, Beth probably won't be coming out for a while, and I really can't go back to California because of this whole virus thing, and if I do, then I get put on quarantine for another 2 weeks at work, and I don't want to do that. But I'd like to get Flash out here soon. Yeah, Beth has a sweet little doggy named Moxie, and Moxie has been sick for a while. Because that was because you remember I was talking about Beth coming out a few weeks ago, and even at that time, she was concerned about bringing Moxie with her, but she didn't want to leave her home either. How am I getting on at work? Everything is still going well. I'm really happy there. I think they're happy with me. I actually got I talked to my supervisor yesterday, and she says when I come in on Monday that they're going to get me computer approvals for another program that that I don't already have because they want me to learn how to be the materials handler. And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I don't really know what I want to do with the company yet. I took the job that I was offered, and that's great. But it takes me a while to get used to the company and see what's going on there, and where I want to go. It was about 6 months in a CD factory before I figured out where I wanted to go, and we're what 4.5 months into this place. So I like the fact that they're thinking about me and training me on other things. That tells me that they think I'm doing a good job. Um, it also gives me an opportunity to look at different things and see what I like. So, any plans to get a dog? I've been thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see. It could happen. If I get a dog, though, it's not going to be a little dog like Jaw. It's going to be a big dog. I'm a big dog kind of guy. And look who's back. They have a big cat kind of guy too. That's an 18-pound cat right there. It would be fun to get another gopher tortoise. to be friends with Flash, especially if I get her a male companion. Because if that happened, then we'd have some, maybe get some baby tortoises out of this. Sticking his head in there. What a thief! He's a thief. Your head gets too much bigger, you're going to get it stuck in there, and then you won't be able to get back out again. We'll have to take you to the vet, and they'll have to cut you out. Yeah, yeah, he's a thief. Bite's a thief. Yes, he is. And now he's gone away here, so it's just a Breck show now. Sorry. I looked up at the stars with the telescope. No, I haven't had the telescope out yet. Like I said in the video, the telescope is just a little more than a toy, and so it's good. It's good for looking at the planets. It's good for at the inner planets. Everything from about Saturn in, but beyond that, and it's great for the moon. I have not seen the comet yet. How about a shepherd collie? I had a collie shepherd mix when I was a kid. She was a great dog. The cats run around the house playing. Um, yeah, to some extent. I mean, as much as you'd expect a 13-year-old pair of cats to do. I mean, they're not really kittens anymore, so they don't do a whole lot of that. But yeah, well, when I think of big dog, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking something about the size of a German Shepherd or Labrador Retriever or something like that. That's a big dog. I'm not really into, it doesn't have to be like a Great Dane or a Bull Mastiff or some big giant enormous dog. Hi Nancy, how are you? Build myself a little observatory. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. But technically, that's sort of what this house is. That's probably part of it, Joey. But I think also is a factor that when the cats moved in, like I said, this time they were a little bit more comfortable with it because they'd done it before. They knew I was here, and they were a little bit more used to it because they were out and about probably a couple nights in. And I think it also helped the fact that there was furniture here that it had a smell that they recognized. See, the first week or two, the cats were in the house. There was nothing in the house that they recognized because the pods hadn't arrived yet. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. Cats are old. I've had them for many many years. Collie Shepherd mix would be cute. They're so smart. They will do your taxes for you. Wow, I should have known that before. Yeah, I remember David Oman's dogs. Yeah, he had great dogs. Well, still does technically. I should go on the road. You like the JFK one? Yeah, I might do something like that. I've actually been thinking there's some movie filming locations I'd like to do down in Austin that I may do at some point. Yeah, I think the family photos on the wall there, really helped the room too. I sent photos of that to my mom, and my mom really liked that. No, I have no idea what that gourd was in the yard. Cats might not like a new dog in the family. That is undeniably true. They didn't like Jaw, so although I think they kind of got used to him. They didn't, at the very beginning when Jaw would hang out, the second they'd see him, they'd run back to their room. And after a while, they got to the point where they recognized him a little, and they wouldn't really be friendly with him, but they wouldn't run away from him the second they saw him either. When Jaw started chasing, then of course they'd run. But the Bill Murray autograph is a challenge, but you think you're going for it. Hey, good luck. Yeah, Jaw's a great dog. Need to catch up on the videos. You've been a bit busy. Hey, I hear you on that, but that's the beauty of YouTube. You can watch them whenever you want. The only thing that makes them go away is either if I delete them or YouTube goes out of business. So I think of solar lights along the path to the pool. I've had solar lights. I don't really like them that well. Um, they don't last long, and what ends up happening is they get corroded, and then they don't charge properly. And I don't know. I had really good luck with low voltage lighting in the yard. I kind of did my own thing in terms of making the connections, and I thought it worked better, and they lasted for years and years. I do want to do something like that. I was actually walking around a couple days ago, and I walked by a house nearby here, and this guy had a bunch of big, massive trees in the yard. And one of the things he did is he put the lights up in the tree and projected them onto the underside of the leaves. And I really liked that. It kind of subtly lit up the thing. One of the things I really like about this area is that it's dark at night. And none of the neighbors have like bright floodlights or anything out that light everything up. So, I don't want to screw that up. And if I am going to do lighting, I want to do something that's just subtle, just enough so you can see, oh yeah, there's a house there, but not enough that it's like lighting up the whole block. Yeah, that was my sister and her family. Well, the pictures on the far right next to the desk there, that was my niece and nephew, which are my sister's kids. And then there was a group photo with my mom, my dad, myself, my sister, her husband, and the kids from my parents' 50th anniversary. If you get a puppy, the cats will teach you who was here first. Yeah, maybe. You've been catching up on a year's worth of Adam the Woo vlogs. Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't watch a whole lot of vlogs right now, because just so many other things going on right now. A skylight would be nice for the hallway, but that's expensive, and they also tend to cause some problems. Skylights are notorious for leaking. Yeah, yeah, I'm still gonna cut the top off of that so they can go more into. I want it in that corner over there, kind of where that lamp is. That's kind of where I want to have that. And unfortunately, because of this thing doesn't fit under here. I have to cut that thing off the top before I can move it. But that's a ways off. But yeah, we're going to do that at some point. Are you keeping a budget on all things you're getting for the home, or are things more expensive than planned? Um, the truth is, things are about what I expected they would cost. It's been a lot of, hey, I need one of these, and like I said, I got a little money left over from the house, so that's right now the fun for home improvements, and so I've been doing that, and I've kind of gone into this knowing, I needed to get certain things. I needed the washer and dryer. I needed, that kind of stuff. The swap cooler. And so I kind of went into that knowing what that was going to be. So, well, hey Robert, have your wife send me a paint chip for that bed for that bathroom. That's the big thing right now. I'd like to, like I said, I'm soliciting suggestions from all of you guys on what we're going to do in that guest bathroom. So, yeah, absolutely. Have her take a look at that video that I posted. I think it was just last night, and send me some paint chips. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to figure out what we're going to do regarding the hallway. I think I can probably do what I need to do just by replacing the fixtures in there. I think one of the things I don't really like with those fixtures, and I don't know if you can really see it in this picture, but the light is just it's a very yellow color, and I think that kind of diminishes it's what they call soft white on light bulbs, and I'm not really a huge fan of that. I like going the bright white lights. So, it might just be a matter of finding something like that. Yeah, there probably will be some woodworking vlogs at some point. I gotta get everything unpacked and get a better idea where I want to put things and what I want to do. But yeah, there'll probably be something. I kind of got a I kind of saw a really cool idea in one of the houses I looked at for a kitchen table, so I might end up doing something like that. Right now, I just have an old kitchen table that I brought with me. It used to be the dining room table. I used to just store stuff on it. And right now, it's my kitchen table because what I did is like a bar type kitchen table in the house in California. It was something I built, and since it was built for the space it was, I left it. Yeah, bigger light bulb, maybe, but everything in the house right now it seems to be LEDs, and so I'm kind of a fan of those, but I'm thinking a different fixture is going to probably be the way to go. But like I said, I got to go find the right thing. I'll know it when I see it, and it might be some form of track lighting kind of thing because there's like some track lighting kind of type fixtures in the kitchen that I kind of like. Look who's back. Is that Jordan in the background? Yeah. Can't really see anything going on right now, but yeah, I got Jordan vlogs kind of running in the background. Yeah, there you can see him. No, I've mentioned this about the kitchen that I wasn't really that impressed with the paint that they did on the cabinets in there. They kind of tried to put some paint in weird areas to kind of make it look aged, and that I'm not really a fan of how they did that. So, and they did the same thing in the guest bathroom. So I may end up just repainting that white. Have I reconsidered decorating for Halloween? I may decorate for Halloween kind of on a subtle level this year. I want to kind of gauge what the community does because, I don't want to do something that's gonna freak out the neighbors or something like that. So I want to see, what, first how many kids are coming around because, if there aren't any kids, then there isn't a whole lot of reason for doing Halloween. And so Halloween will probably be subtle this year. I'll probably put black lights up and maybe a couple strobe lights and maybe some tombstones near the front door, but might not do a whole lot this year. Christmas, on the other hand, I'm going all out. In fact, I'll probably increase the number of lights I have this year because there's more kind of part of the house that's visible. You know, the house I had, the front of the house was maybe 20 feet wide, and this house is really wide, and so there's a lot of room for lights. Yeah, I don't know if I'd decorate in the backyard in terms of Halloween, because then that's just for me. It was weird it was weird in California because I didn't really have a front yard because it was an HOA and there was very little space ahead of the cinder block wall. But since the front door was in the backyard, what I'd do is I'd set up everything in the backyard and do my Halloween there, and then just open the gates and people would come in. But it wouldn't quite work that way here. So, do I do inflatable Santas? Let's see. I don't think I have them anymore. I had a couple of inflatables, but I gave those to the guy at what's the guy the guy that does Robo Lights in in Palm Springs, California, that Jordan visited a few times, and I've been there a couple times too. I gave him all that stuff because it wasn't working very well anymore. I do still have a big, giant, inflatable snow globe thing, and I'll probably use that. Yeah, I'll definitely. I mean, I don't know if I'll go full on like the Griswolds, but there's going to be a lot of Christmas lights on my house this year because there's a lot of area to do it. And just let the neighbors know you're there. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Yeah, that's probably the truth. That could probably be the title of my biography. If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Yeah, I don't know how much I'll be able to show you of the Christmas lights though, because I don't really want to show the front of the house. I don't want photos or video of the front of my house floating around the internet. It'll just be one of those things that just the neighbors have to enjoy. I think I probably will cover the pool this winter, but it didn't come with one, so I'm gonna have to get one. But I want to do it just because since I won't be swimming in it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to keep it uncovered and have all the leaves and stuff like that build up in it. So Anyone who hasn't seen it, I Am Chris Farley is a great documentary from 2015. I like um, Chris Farley. Chris Farley is great, or was great. Do I like Nightmare Before Christmas stuff? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the movie, and I got a couple of Jack Skellington T-shirts that I got because Disney owns the rights to all that, so they had all sorts of Disney junk. Bringing lunch to work? No, at this point they got a cafeteria on property, and so I've been doing that mostly. I haven't really thought more about a pool table, but it would be fun to have one. You put Christmas tree ornaments on every tree with the cat's names and year on it, and did it for your dog too. That's kind of cool. Do I empty the pool over the winter or no? I don't think so. I don't plan on doing that. I mean, once we get closer to the winter, I'll definitely talk to the pool experts to see what they recommend. But I don't think we'll be emptying it. But I'm glad to be in my own place. You have no idea. I'm so happy to be out of that apartment. Who loved Andy Kaufman? Yeah, I like Andy Kaufman. Is the work cafeteria pretty good? What kind of food do they typically have? They have a grill, so what they'll do is they've got a menu, and there's a bunch of breakfast things and a bunch of lunch things that you can get, and so it can be sandwiches and burgers, and they got quesadillas, and so yeah, it's decent. Yeah, this guy's back. How long have I been here now? Let's see. The house sale closed on what was it, June 1st, and I've been in here for 3 or 4 weeks now, I guess, something like that. Am I 100% out of the apartment now? Yeah, the only thing I got to do in the apartment now is go back and just clean everything up, but everything's out, or everything that I'm taking. Turns out I brought a carpet cleaner with me from California, and the truth is there's no carpet in this house, so I'm just going to leave that there. And if the maintenance staff wants to take it and keep that, then that's fine. But oh, you're talking about the job, not the house. I started the job on March 1st, so we're coming up on about 5 months now. I guess it'll be 5 months on August 1st. No, no, the pumpkin stopped growing. That's as big as it got. So I don't know what it is. Oh, it looks like Angela has tomatoes. I love tomatoes. And corn, I love corn. And zucchini, I love zucchini too. That'd be fun stuff to do. Am I doing anything for Jordan's birthday on the 30th? Yeah, I'll probably send him birthday wishes. Did I bring the smoke alarms? Yeah, I haven't installed them yet, but they're all here. Um, I think one of the videos you'll see in the upcoming days, I actually shot a bunch of it at the apartment, and and talked about that. Get a key for the storage unit yet? No, I didn't. But that was it's not probably that high of a priority just because of the fact that the storage unit is in the backyard and it's behind lock gates. So yeah, I did fix a bunch of things in that apartment, but I doubt they'll even know. And this guy's just showing us his butt again. So if he's just gonna show us his butt, then whatever. This is a family channel here, so. Oh. Yeah, I'll probably set up a garden at some point. There's that kind of thing that has that pumpkin or squash or whatever it is in there, and I'll probably fill that up and do something in there. It would be fun to kind of grow some stuff. I'd like to grow some like jalapeno peppers and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I did get the storage key back. That's I'll talk about that in one of the upcoming vlogs, either today or on Tuesday. And to think about a winter crop, huh? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's right, Angela. Grow everything I would need for salsa. So that'd be jalapenos, little cilantro, some tomatoes, some onions. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the peppers will grow well here. But I mean, I love tomatoes too, so it'd be fun to grow tomatoes. It'd be fun to, there's a whole bunch of things that'd be fun to do. Yeah, the weather is fine. You just have to get used to the heat, but the pool definitely makes it tolerable. Um, and I do like the fact that with the rain, with the weather we have here, we get a lot of rain, and that's always kind of fun. I love it when it rains. Yeah, lemons and limes. That's a tree though. That'd be fun though too. What do they grow in those silos, or what do they store in those silos? Cotton, wheat. It was some sort of a grain. I don't know. I don't remember what it was though. You love the palm trees. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I'm glad I brought those with me. I thought about doing a vlog in Lubby's Cafeteria Massacre. I don't know anything about that one. I'd have to read up on that. It was hot in California too, but it was never humid like it is here. That's what the thing is here is it gets really, really humid. Yeah, we're still here. We got a ways to go here. We're coming up on an hour and a half, so we got another 35 plus minutes to go. So we're doing all right. Are Texas utility expenses reasonable in Texas as compared to California? One of the things that surprised me when I had to deal with the house is the electricity industry is completely deregulated here. And so what you have is you have a whole bunch of companies competing for your electric business. And I think that's a great idea, um, because then you get competition. What I've got is I'm on a plan right now where I basically pay a flat fee each month and it just covers everything. And so basically I can just run the air conditioning when I need it. And, I knew the air conditioning was going to be a big expense here because, the house is bigger than the one in California. I rarely use the air conditioning in California and it's hot and humid here. So I knew that was going to be an increased expense, but having a set fee each month really makes that nice. And I like the fact that everything's deregulated here. Yeah, they reproduced that scene of Andy and the wrestler getting into the fight on David Letterman. They reproduced that in the movie, but that was all set up. Yeah, PG&E runs a lot of what's going on in California, but also it's Southern California Edison. That was what I had to deal with where I lived. Yeah, solar panels. I don't know if I do full on solar panels, just because it's really really expensive. But I've been thinking it'd be fun just to have solar panels on the roof, just to power the air conditioner. Because if I could eliminate the cost of the air conditioner, that's a big part of the electric bill around this place. But the nice thing is I got kind of a smart thermostat, and so what it does, it kind of goes into power saving mode during the day, and when I'm away at work, it just doesn't kind of keep sets the temperature for like 80 rather than so I get in here and it's comfortable enough, but then you have to turn on the air conditioner to get it comfortable. So yeah, I love the pool. The pool is a lifesaver. Yeah, the only thing I would have to power with solar panels on the pool would be the pump and the filter, because right now there is no heater in the pool at all. The sun just heats the pool, and that's what's keeping it nice and warm right now. Yeah, and I'm kind of the same way at VNA. I got the double pane windows, and that helps a lot. And this place, one of the things that the home inspector told me when he walked through this place is that this place is just beautifully insulated. And you can tell when you're in here because even when it's hot outside and the air conditioner is in energy mode, energy saving mode, it's still reasonably comfortable in here. You turn off the air conditioner in the apartment. That I lived in, and a few hours later you'd be miserable. Yeah, the pool was definitely a bonus. Absolutely. I'd also have, in terms of solar panels, one of the things I'd have to deal with is the fact that there's so many trees in the area that it'd be a matter of trying to find out where I could put the solar panels so the trees don't end up blocking them. Yeah, I suppose I could put a heater in the pool and swim in the winter, but I don't know. Not probably going to do that much. I can't imagine, how cold it gets here in the winter wanting to be in the pool very much, even if the water was warm. Freeze my patootie off just getting back into the house. What size is the pool? It's a round pool. It's about 3.5 feet deep and it's about 25 feet in diameter. The pool people calculated that was about 14,000 gallons. How about a jacuzzi? That isn't really as high on my priority list. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've heard about the polar bear clubs. Yeah, that isn't to me. I'm not going to go into freezing cold water when it's cold out. That's insane. It trips me out that you guys are not only talking to me, you're talking to each other. That's awesome. Kind of a little public service I do for everyone that's kind of trapped in the apartment. Get a little socializing done here. More water. Oh, don't apologize. That's cool. I love that you're doing that. You remember when I was doing the live streams? You doing the live streams, daily and doing stuff where I just put it in the cat room and show the cats all day. Yeah, that's what that was all about. Is just giving you guys a chance to sit and talk to each other. And so, lights down there on the floor. And now the reason that the camera is shaking is because Bite is rubbing up against the TV tray. You just have no concern for your viewers, do you, Bite? Getting a Texas hunting dog? I don't know about that. I've never really been one for hunting. She would only do a polar bear challenge if it cured all cancer or brought world peace. Yeah, I guess I'd probably do that too. They can hear you. You know that, right? Meow. Come on. Come on up and say hi. Bribe you the kitty treats. No kitty treat unless you jump up on the couch, buddy. Check him out, sitting right there, trying to decide whether he's going to do it. There he went. He's going to cheat. You're going to cheat so you can grab it. You're a cheater. No? I guess you don't want the kitty treats then, do you? Huh? Yeah, see, that's how you do it. Your husband still laughs when he says you couldn't believe when you watched the couch and we all talked. Yeah, I know. I kind of laughed too because I was at work and on those days and during my breaks and stuff like that, I would log in just to see what was going on. And I thought it was funny. Yeah, that everybody was there. And in many cases, like Bite wasn't even there. He'd take off and go to his room or something like that. No matter where I put the camera, though, you guys always seem to walk away, and man, it was just an empty shelf or an empty couch all day, wasn't it? Now he's going after the brush. 8 hours of watching a couch? No, actually, it was 12 hours. I was doing 12-hour days. I'd leave at 7 in the morning, well 6:30 in the morning, and get home about almost 8 o'clock. So it was actually more than 12 hours because including travel time and all that. You hear noises like you're at David Omen's house. Yeah. Am I happy with the outside of the house? Any fixes to do there? The only thing I want to do is replace that patio in the backyard because that's just, yeah, I'm just not really a huge fan of that, and it's kind of coming apart. Might be one of those "that's not how it's done" moments. We got to have a few of those. Here I am sitting there hoarding the treats myself here. What about painting the fences, protecting the wood? Yeah, I don't know, because the wood is already kind of damaged a little bit. So if I were to get to do something like that, I would probably, I'd probably just start over and repaint start with brand new wood and weather waterproof it before we start. Do I have a 4K player? No, I don't, because I don't have a 4K TV, so it doesn't do any good. And I mean, it just sounds like this whole, constantly new formats and stuff like that. It's just going to be one of those things where every couple of years they come up with something new. Next year it'll be 8K and it'll be 16K, and it's like, come on, give me a break, people. Gets to the point where you're getting diminished returns. Where's Nibble? Nibble was out a little bit this morning, a little earlier in the live stream, but she may have gone back to her room. But then again, she kind of fooled me also a little while ago because I thought she was in her room, and then I saw her kind of wandering around over here. So I don't know. Thank you, Diane Miller. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. During the live couch video, you said you saw the bear move. A number of people said that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see if pressure washing would actually do any good with the wood because I think it might be like some mold or mildew or something like that that's accumulated on the wood. But like I said, if I was going to do it, I'd probably have to. I would probably be more likely just to replace the wood and start from scratch and put nice water sealed wood on there so that it doesn't become bad in the first place. You're painting a bedroom. Well, I'm going to be doing that at some point too. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going to be next, but we'll figure it out. The cats have been looking at the hall door for the last 24 hours. Well, that's okay. This guy was meowing at like 3 a.m. this morning too. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a pressure washing would be all that's necessary. But see, one of the things you get if you put new wood on there is you get both sides of it painted. Right now, if I were to paint it as it is, I'd have to go into my neighbor's yard to do that. If I pull one slat or a few dozen slats off at a time and paint them and get them dried and then hang them up, then we get both sides done and it looks better. Thanks for stopping in, Black Dot. Appreciate that. Yeah, there are a lot of great people around here. I don't think it was the neighbors that made it clear I had to leave. I think it was the landlord. When are the window people coming out? They called me about, oh, I don't know, when was it? I guess it was probably last weekend that I finally called them about that, and they said that it was going to take them a few weeks to get the windows made. So that they would call me and set up an appointment when they were ready. But the beauty is that this was the company that installed the windows in this place in the first place, so they had a record of every window that went into this place. And when I talked to them on the phone, they said, "Yeah, there's a serial number. Just tell us what the serial number is on it, and we can tell you exactly which window it was." And then they knew exactly what it was and what the dimensions were. So all they got to do is make it and bring it out and install it. So yeah, see, I probably wouldn't do stains so much as just water seal. I actually like kind of the natural color of wood. So oh, Angela's leaving. Thanks for stopping by, Angela. It's always good to talk to you. Leaning forward here and it's getting hard on the back. Yeah, it's really nice when they have all the dimensions because then they can just build them. And like I said, I really wanted to go back with the same company just because, knowing how much trouble it took for me to get through the window, those things are really solid. It was a water seal stain. Yeah, that's cool too. But like I said, I kind of prefer just the natural wood color, so we'd probably do that. Are any of my neighbors doing a home fix-up project? I did notice that one of the neighbors a couple blocks over was having their driveway redone, and I was thinking it might be kind of cool to, talk to them, and because they did a nice job on that job. It might be nice to talk to the people that did the work there and see if they come over and do mine, because I'm actually ready right now to start that. Yeah, Thompson's water seal is good. I use something else that I got at Home Depot, and I'd probably use that again. That's worked really well too. How's my thumb doing? I went in to have the stitches removed last Wednesday, and the doctor said it wasn't really ready yet and wanted to go a few more days. So hopefully I'm going to try and go in today and see if we can get them done. It's doing better. It's still kind of red and puffy and a little sore and stiff, but I think we'll be all right. And I think now it's to the point where we're about ready to we're ready to get the stitches removed now. I think it was a good idea to leave them in for a few more days. Am I a hippie? Just asking because of all the tie dye? Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, I kind of grew up afterwards. I like the tie dye shirts. I like the music of the '60s. Uh, so I don't know if I'd call myself a hippie. Well, my precautions against getting locked down again are not leaving the state right now. Don't be going and breaking another window. Well, hopefully I won't have to anymore. I hit a key outside, so that's not going to be an issue anymore. You missed the cooking videos. There'll be more. Yeah, I'm just right now. I've got the house is kind of taking all the time, so we'll get back to that. Yeah, tie dye is coming back in fashion. You see it all the time now. I don't know if I call myself a Grateful Dead fan. Jordan's more of a Grateful Dead fan than I am, but I went with him to see Dead and Company a couple years ago, and I'm glad I did. It was a fun time. Yeah, it gets hot in Palm Springs. That's the truth. My my parents used to go to a place right near Palm Springs called Desert Hot Springs, and there were some hotels that we go visit periodically and just stay for a few days and enjoy the pool and all that. But yeah, it gets really hot up there. Yeah, Jordan's been a good friend. I'm really glad that according to Jordan's original story, it all started because I was wearing a Residents T-shirt at a Guided by Voices concert, and so I'm glad I wore that Residents shirt. Dry heat is worse. Yeah, I don't know. People go either way. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, now I'm gonna make all you yawn too, huh? Is the storm Hannah going to affect my area? No. I mean, we might get a little bit of rain from it, but they're predicting a little bit of rain this afternoon. But actually, I haven't looked lately. Last I saw is about 3:30. They were saying you might get some rain. Let's see here. But I've also noticed that the Weather Channel tends to have what I call 4 hours in holding, where they predict rain's going to be here 4 hours, and then an hour passes and it's still 4 hours away. See, now the daily forecast is saying 20% chance of rain, so it doesn't look like we're going to get any rain now. It was 50% this morning. Yeah, I think we're not going to get any rain. So, yeah, sorry. Jordan has launched a few YouTuber channels as well. Yeah, well, mine is one of them. It was his idea that I start doing this. Hearing some noise over there. I see where Bite is, and I don't necessarily think that that's where the noise is coming from, but I have a project plan for today. I do have something I think I want to do. It's going to be in the garage, and well, you'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But I think it's something I want to do. It's something I need to do. No, I never met Leonard. They throw a clock or something over the television bracket. Um, no, it's still there, and it's not black. It's kind of a brick red color, but it isn't even it's brick, but they painted brick brick red. So I don't know. No, at this point I don't have anything in front of it. There's a big black splotch on the wall, but I think at some point I'll probably just paint over it with white. It may not be exactly matching what's there, but it won't be as obvious as what's there. What's there now. Yeah, I don't know about doing colored concrete in the backyard. My main priority is just get something that's comfortable to walk on with your feet, and not something that you're like tripping over when you're walking around trying to get where you're going. Yeah, well, and Jordan started Jaws channel obviously, and I think he was also a factor in John Wan starting his channel. And then of course I've had some influence a little bit on people too, because my friend Matt is starting one. We're trying to get my friends Bill and Kay to start one. So yeah, it all started with Adam the Woo. There's so many channels out there that are that exist solely because of him. Because Jordan wouldn't have started vlogging, I don't think, if it wasn't for Adam the Woo. And it just kind of goes from there. Oh, stamped concrete is popular now for patios. Yeah, I guess I've seen them do that. I'll consider what my options are. My main issue is it's got to be comfortable to walk on it barefoot, and it's got to be not so smooth that it's slippery when it's wet. And that's really my priority. Other than that, and it's got to be sloped right so that we don't have water pooling on it. That's part of the problem with what's happening there. Go get some coffee. I wish that worked. I don't drink coffee because it doesn't caffeine doesn't work on me. How do I like my new house? I love my new house. Yeah, there are so many great things I love about it, and I keep finding new things I like. Yeah, I met Jacob the carpetbagger once. It's funny, I've never actually seen any of his videos, but uh, I was hanging out with Jordan's once, probably well before I moved here, and he and Adam and Carpetbagger were going to go meet for tacos, and we walked, and I got to meet both of them. So he's a nice guy. Adam Wu took a big chance quitting his job and just started all. Yeah, well, and it's paid off for him too. He can support himself on that. I'm not quite to that point. I'm a long ways away from that point, but that's okay. It's just kind of fun doing this. So I think brick pavers for the. No, I actually want. I think just poured concrete. What's my project for today? I think that it's going to be working in the garage a little bit. I got something I want to do, and it's going to involve moving a few things around. I've kind of been thinking lately that I might rent a small storage unit and put like Halloween and Christmas decorations in there, because I think one of the issues I'm running into is that the house in California had taller ceilings, so it was easier to like build like shelves up on the ceiling to store stuff, and I can't really do that here, and I just got more stuff I think than I can fit in that garage. So maybe just a small storage unit would be the way to go. Have I met my neighbor? I've met neighbors on either side, and I've kind of waved and said hello to the people across the street, but that's really been all it's been so far. Is it financially worth doing a vlog for most people? It depends on whether you're going to stick with it long enough to make it profitable. Because, I mean, the truth is, I'm still kind of small enough vlog wise that I'm not making a whole bunch of money. I think I probably make, maybe $400 or $500 a month. Definitely, it's a nice little chunk of cash, but it isn't really anything I can live on at this point. So thanks. I'm glad you like the channel. Anything you have left to do over at the apartment? Just I want to go through and clean it, but everything's out of it. And I mean, I did kind of a rough cleaning when I was there last weekend. Got like most of it, but I want to get in there and like mop the floors and stuff like that. Are there any boat cruises in Texas that go around Texas? Not that I've been aware of. We got Lake Waco out here, so that's but even then, I haven't really seen any boat tours or anything like that. Now, I do think that they got like boat tours that go around the Brazos River, because I guess I've seen those kind of cruising up and down the river. That might be kind of fun sometime. Well, see, I wouldn't really need a big one at this point. Probably just like a 10 by 10 would be enough. And, based on, I was paying about 200 for the two storage lockers I had, and one was 10 by 50 and one was 10 by 30. So I would bet you I could get one for, um, maybe $50 a month. That wouldn't be too bad. Would I buy another storage shed versus renting? Probably not, just because, I don't want to tie up the yard with storage sheds. And this is maybe one of those things that could just be kept off property. How does YouTube pay? It's basically you get money from the advertisers. So when you watch an ad, I get a little bit of money from that. And then of course, if people do super chats, I get money from that. I got some Patreons that contribute monthly, and that's basically where their ad revenue comes from. And yeah, Laura, most of it is from AdSense. That's where the bulk of it comes from. And I get, it varies from month to month depending on how well the videos are doing and how they're being watched. I think last month I got like what $350 or something like that. You're still a hippie. You wear bell bottoms, peasant shirts, purple streaks in my hair, and you're 68. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm not telling YouTube to keep the money. You're right. It's a little bit of money, and it was the only income I was making there for a while. So, but I'm making good money on the job right now. So, you know what? That's it's just a nice little chunk. Is it per view? I think it's per view of the ad because depending on how many ads there are in the video, and how many people watch it, then you have then that's what you end up with there. I think on average I get between $5 and $10 for every video I do. And then of course when you have a video that kind of takes off like the JFK videos, I think I made a few $100s on that video. So that was nice. How's the finger doing? The finger's getting better. I'm going to try and go in and get the stitches removed today. We were supposed to try and do that on Wednesday, but the doctor wanted the wound to have a little time to heal up, a little bit more time to heal up. So we're going to try and go do that now here, I think. Sometimes you feel like they don't count you as watching. Trust me, they count you as watching. And see, that's what I appreciate the most is that you guys do watch. And a lot of you come back and watch every day. So I really appreciate that. That means so much to me. Is it complicated to figure out the taxes from YouTube? No, I'll just get a W-2 form from them, just like from any other job, and that just they just figure that all out. I think that they do take YouTube Premium people into consideration, and I don't know if it means that I get more money from them or what, but it definitely counts, I believe. Do I have a Wi-Fi garage door? No, I don't think so. Yeah, Tim's been subscribed since day one and has watched every video. That's cool. Although I doubt you were subscribed from day one because nobody was watching me from day one. I don't think anyone really found out about my vlog until probably the fifth or sixth vlog or something like that. Because even at the very beginning, I wasn't doing daily videos. It might be a couple weeks between videos. Yeah, yes, that's one of the options that YouTube has is that you can have skippable ads or non-skippable ads. Who in the world would give me a thumbs down? I don't know, but they do it every day. You look at every video, and there's going to be a couple of thumbs down. That's just that's the trolls. They got nothing better to do. And the fact that we don't see them pop up here that much anymore kind of means maybe they're not able to post anymore. Maybe I've gotten them all. Maybe the thumbs down is just, man, we're going to do this because we can't comment. We can't make obscene comments on your live streams anymore. So whatever. Do I like going to concerts? Yeah, I do. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I mean, I think that's how a lot of you discovered me was through Jordan. You saw me on his vlogs, and then he started promoting me. You know, he was the one that got me the subscribers to get monetized. Because I think one of you got to have like what 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 total view hours before they'll allow you to monetize the channel. And I was getting really close to that. And I remember I was texting with Jordan that day, and I was telling him, it's like, hang on, I'm going to go do a live stream, and we're going to push you over the top. And he did a real clickbaity title like "Breck needs your help" or something like that. And we went from like 940, 950 subscribers to almost 2,000 subscribers in 24 hours. Yeah, see and that's where most of you came from is from Jordan. Because even before I think he mentioned the videos on his channel, I was a moderator on his Facebook page, and he said I could start promoting my channel on there. And so that was, I think, the first times I started getting viewers, and then Jordan did shout outs for me a bunch of times, and that helped a lot too. Well, yeah, you're right. I haven't had a troll on one of these for quite a while. So, like I said, maybe they just realize, maybe they're finally getting smart and saying, "Hey, this is stupid." It takes me 10 or 15 minutes to set up a fake YouTube account so I can harass somebody, and then it takes them 1 second to delete me. It just isn't worth the trouble. Yeah, I haven't really seen any decent sized auditoriums around here. There's a lot of like little nightclub type things that play live music, but I haven't really sort of like going to like the McLean Stadium where the Baylor Bears play, and I can't imagine a big studio or a big stadium event like that, in Waco. There wouldn't be enough of a draw. So I think kind of if I'm going to go to like a big venue, I'm going to have to drive to Dallas or Austin or something like that. Yeah, and I'm sure that's a big part of the reason you guys knew who I was already because you're right. I showed up on so many of Jordan's videos. Yeah, knock on wood, true. You grew up where I grew up in California, and then I moved to your neck of the woods. That's kind of cool. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you like the chats, Diane. Yeah, I enjoy doing these, and they're kind of fun to do. And do I have a favorite place to take out in Waco? There's a couple of burger places I really like. And you can I've vlogged them, so you can go and go back and look at them. There was that place that Elvis used to eat at when he was serving in Fort Hood. There's yeah, there's a couple good burger places around here. I mix with work colleagues at work. No, not so far, but I've got some people that I'm starting to get to the point where I consider friends over there, and so that'll probably happen. My live streams make you hungry, and we aren't really even talking about food. We were just talking about burger places. Yeah, I hit a couple of good barbecue places too, and I vlogged those too. So definitely check those out too. I monitor my foundation. Well, not really, but I do walk around the house periodically, and in terms of like water settling near the house, there doesn't seem to be a problem with that. Yeah, I have thought about having like a department party or something from work here. I got a house that would support that, but right now with all the virus and all that nonsense, it probably wouldn't happen. So yeah, I know it took me 55 years to figure out California wasn't my cup of tea also. But then I landed in a place that I really like, so that's a good thing. All right. So anyway, I got some projects I want to do today. So we've been going for a couple hours now. So I think I'm going to pull the plug on this. Thank you everyone for watching. And I got a video coming up in about, looks like about 6 hours, a little more than 6 hours. So I hope you'll check that one out. And I'll see you next week. We'll do this again next Sunday. All right. Thanks everyone. Have a good one.